Bombay High Court is one of the oldest high courts in India. It has a sanctioned strength of 94 judges, established in 1879 for 8 judges only. Due to its age and high strength, the workers' need for a new high court is a must. I've taken like case studies are High Court of Bombay, High Court of Kerala, and High Court of Madras. Literature case studies are High Court of Chandigarh, Gujarat, and Delhi. Gujarat High Court. It is established in 1960, a location at Ahmedabad itself. Um, done by HCP architects. Segregation of private, semi-public, and public spaces are done well. Courtyard in between these courts providing sunlight and ventilation. No separate circulation segregation for judges and public. Zoning is actually simple and efficient. Parking is highly inadequate. It features 33 courtrooms. It has a strong symbolism attached to the building. CRTF posts are present at every point of the site. Next, coming to the second one, uh, High Court of Delhi. It is situated within the heart of the national capital. It shows a more consolidated building typology. Zoning is based on functional relationships of components and their usability for the public. Central atrium provides light and spaciousness to the main public waiting area. In total, there are 34 courtrooms. Delhi High Court doesn't have a strong symbolism attached to the building concept also. Next, coming to the third literature case study, that is High Court of Punjab. Um, this High Court complex located as a part of the capital complex in Sector 1, Chandigarh. It evolved towards an expression increasingly massive, plastic, and abstract. The upper roof of the cantilever out of the office in the manner of a parasol, um, which is like shading the lower roof. And then uh, colorful tapestries, one to each courtroom, cover the entire rear wall. Space for archives and libraries are also proved as insufficient. And the first live case study, that is Bombay High Court. Seen from a few hundred feet away, its dark stone, high walls, its arched galleries, its turrets, massive central tower that is topped by a massive steeply sloped roof to almost exude an eerie feeling of a haunted European castle. Um, established in 1879, Gothic revival in early English style. Zoning of Bombay High Court seemed to be insufficient for today's needs. Well segregated circulation paths for judges and others, and parking provided only for judges, I think. Library spaces can be seen here. It is a mock court which is done at the museum. These are the layouts for the courtrooms, planning, public, semi-public, private relation, which is well segregated. Circulation, like public circulation and the gender circulation, segregated very well. Next, High Court of Kerala. Um, Single building with G plus 8 floors done in the model of Italy, like one Kerala traditional style with 4 courtyards, well segregated planning as seen in other high courts. 34 number of courtrooms, good acoustics is provided since it is latest design. Landscape is not planned perfectly, insufficient parking which causes congestions also. This is the zoning. macro level and micro level zoning, movement pattern of the judges, advocates, and staffs, well segregated, massing. This is a section showing the levels inside a courtroom block. I mean, a courtroom, different spaces. This is the courtyard, but it is not functionally good also. Next is the High Court of Madras. This esteemed campus includes not only the High Court but also law courts, colleges, etc. Indoors arsenic architectural style is seen here, which is ornamented with beautiful stonework. The site includes many complexes that confuses public. The building stands symmetrical, hence zone is connected with bridges. Sufficient parking is provided. This is the old High Court block, and this is the new one. Inside this campus, we have law colleges, etc. There is a comparative analysis which is compared the specifications, concepts, site planning, site impact, conceptual response, functional organization, vertical zoning, symbolism, and expressionism. Area statement. Coming to the study sheets, like site study sheets. Um, Proposed site is located adjacent to the banks of the Methi River, providing accessibility to the site. Dilapidated quarters in the site will be demolished for the construction of new High Court. The precinct level context mainly consists of institutional, government buildings, and residential zones. Um, at the northern side, we have Karwad police station, bus terminal, government college, playground, etc. On the western side, we have the Western Express Highway. On the south, Ambedkar Udyan, etc. Site area is actually 25 acres. Drainage towards north and northwest sides. Main entry to the Western Express Highway. And for the judges, it is from the opposite side, that is the eastern side. Height restriction is 50 meters. Uh, Prominent wind direction in the sun path has been shown here. Coming to the concept, concept is evolved from so many factors like functional quality, strong visual connection must be there, climatic response, elements in the architecture, Maharashtra, etc. So we have concluded in such a form. Uh, Finally, it came like a inverted U-shaped planning towards the west side, to have inviting appeal and like barrier-free space. This is the whole block. We have a advocates block here, courtroom and the judges block here, and the admin block is here. Provided a water body on the western side from where the prominent wind is blowing, and we have provided jalis over there to cool the lobby spaces. Um, Northern side provides with the advocates block, and the southern side provides with the admin block. Uh, the courtroom block and the judges blocks are connected, and it is placed at the most centered space. which is accessible from both sides, and I think it is the most secure space to be placed these blocks. This is a site plan. Uh, this is the Western Express Highway, and we have a service road over here. From where we have uh, given the main entrance. Public, media, staffs, advocates, everyone understood this central access, this main road. And this is a pavilion which have security checks to give permission for the people to enter this campus. We have an advocates entrance here, from where advocates can move to their parking area. They can drop off here and they can use the space. Here we have the main pavilion, which have the security checks from where the people are allowed to move to the courtrooms. This is a ramp which is provided and it will ends at the ground floor. Um, there is a breakage in this, and again it leads to a ramp which connects to the advocates block. We have a sculpture garden here and another ramp which connects to the admin block. We have a recreational spaces at some points throughout the ramp. Then people will reach the open space platform, then a semi open platform, and then to the lobby, then to the courtrooms. A courtroom block is connected to the advocates block uh, through a passage like a bridge, and the admin block is also connected with the courtroom block. Advocates block is entirely uh, hidden from these three blocks, and no one can reach here without the permission. And if someone have to reach, they have to come through the access which is provided for the judges. And we have judges entry through this side, security checks, road leading to the judges block, drop off point, then the vehicle will go inside this block, which is the basement, which provides parking for the judges, which is very secured. And they have to use the staircase or lifts to reach the upper floors. We have a judges staff parking here, advocates parking here, and the staffs for the admin block here. We have a public canteen and a vendor area, open spaces for the public to use. Uh, Coming to the courtroom and judges block, I've done the column layout and the basement parking layout. This is the ramp which leads to the courtrooms. This is the advocate. This is the entrance for the judges. This is the judges block. This is a view which is seen from the platform towards the road. This is sculpture garden. Jali is provided in front of the water body. Coming to the advocate, provided all the drawings. This is the entrance to the advocates block. Porch which is provided there. This is the staircase which leads to the courtroom block. elevation, north side elevation of the advocates block. This is the admin block, recreational area provided in between the ramps. Technical details are also provided. Coming to the special topic surveillance security systems, I'll talk about the application. We know about the surveillance security system is the monitoring of behavior and activity. So information for the purpose of information gathering, influencing, managing, or directing. This can include observation from a distance by means of electrical equipments like CCTV, etc. Biometrics, um, identification and credentials. These are the methods used for this. Uh, Application in court, uh, high court in my project is that it is a must in court complex, especially in the areas where judges are present. These mentioned surveillance equipments could help a lot in the security inside and outside the court complex. Not only equipments, design elements can also be a part of complex to ensure more safety. For example, fencing all around the complex, gateway with proper security checks, wall segregating judges area from other areas, segregation of spaces, etc. These are the security checks, boundary walls provided.